Good day to all. In this particular video, we will look into the detail of group of bacteria which are called as eubacteria. Now these eubacteria have two types of bacteria. The first was heterotrophic bacteria and the second is autotrophic bacteria. The details of heterotrophic bacteria were given in the previous video. In this particular video, we will talk about autotrophic bacteria. So, autotrophic bacteria are the bacteria which synthesize their own food. So, food will be organic substance, but these will synthesize this food from the inorganic substance. If we compare autotrophic bacteria with heterotrophic bacteria were not able to synthesize the food. They required ready-made organic material and that was used as their food. But here synthesis of food will be there. If we talk of the number of heterotrophic and autotrophic bacteria, then autotrophic bacteria are lesser in number. These are of two types. The first type is called as chemosynthetic autotrophic and the second type is called as photosynthetic autotrophic. We can also call these as chemoautotrophs and these as photoautotrophs. Now, talking of the difference between chemoautotrophs and photoautotrophs, as the name chemo suggests, these will synthesize food with the help of chemical energy. And here, as the term photo suggests, that these will synthesize food with the help of light energy. So, that is the major difference between the two. Now, in the first case, how these will synthesize the food? First, these will oxidize inorganic substances. Now, examples of inorganic substances can be nitrates, nitrites, or ammonia. Now, when these inorganic substances are oxidized, there will be energy which will be released, and these will trap this energy for making the ATPs. Now, when ATPs are made, this ATP will be utilized for making organic substance, and these organic substances will be the food of these chemosynthetic bacteria. Now, these chemosynthetic bacteria, they play a great role in recycling of nutrients, like we can say nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, iron. In the nutrient cycling process, these bacteria have a major role. Talking of the second bacteria, which are called as photoautotrophs. Now, these will be synthesizing food with the help of light energy, and what they will do with light energy, with the help of light energy, they will make the organic substance and this will be used as their food. Very prominent example of photosynthetic bacteria are the cyanobacteria. These were earlier called as blue-green algae, so we can call them BGA. Now, these cyanobacteria have chlorophyll A, and this chlorophyll A is similar to what is present in green plants. Talking of their structure, cyanobacteria can be unicellular. These can as well be colonial or filamentous. Now, in the diagram shown, we see here that many cells are present. So, these are the single bacterial cells which are present, but they have united to form a filament. So, this can be an example of filamentous cyanobacteria. Now, talking of the habitat, cyanobacteria can be present in fresh water or marine water. These can as well be present on land, so these can be terrestrial. Now, whenever it is in the form of colony, so they are present together, so we can say that this is a filament, this is a colony which is formed. They will have a mucilaginous or gelatinous sheet present around them. So, this bluish substance which is shown here, this is the mucilaginous or the gelatinous sheet which is present. Now, an important character of cyanobacteria is that these will form blooms in polluted water bodies. These can as well as fix atmospheric nitrogen, and this nitrogen will be help of cells which are called as heterocyst. So, this bluish cell over here, this bluish cell, it is the heterocyst and it will fix atmospheric nitrogen. prominent examples we can talk of cyanobacteria here are the nostoc and anabina, and in this particular diagram it is nostoc which is shown here.